Pokemon card collecting has quickly gone from a fun, affordable hobby to a serious financial decision. These little shiny bits of paper can quickly break the bank if you're not careful. I used to be able to take a look on eBay or at a local card shop, singles, and think I'll just give myself a little treat, just pull the trigger and purchase one of my favourite cards. But these days, the prices, they're eye-wateringly high, and it makes me want to put away my wallet, throw away my computer, and take up bird watching. The current scene doesn't even make sense to me, like an extremely available paper cutout Charizard that isn't even the best Charizard artwork in the past 2 years has just soared past $300 US. And if you're down under like me, you've got to pretty much double that price. A Victini that looks like it got dunked in a bottle of tomato sauce is nearly $440, and a Mew that looks like it was designed on Microsoft Paint is $700 and rising. Don't get me wrong, I do like the card. It's pretty unique, but it's not exactly like an artistic masterpiece. 700 US, you could buy a second-hand car for that price. Like, at least the prices of old cards made sense to me. The oldest and rarest ones were the most expensive, and it was only that one spectacular, unique modern chase card that soared to high prices, with the vast majority of the recent releases being a reasonable and justifiable cost. But all is not lost. Scattered throughout the Scarlett Violet Era, there are some hidden gems, cheap gems. They may not be the big number one chase cards of their respective set, but they're still beautiful cards with challenging pull rates at an affordable price, and some of which we'll be going through today. Just before we get started, I think it's important to mention that unfortunately some current sets in particular have just gotten too expensive, and any of the chase cards that are appealing have reached stupid prices. These sets include Destined Rivals, Paldean Fates, Prismatic Evolutions, and then there's some other sets where the good cards are super expensive and the affordable ones are pretty rubbish. Think Twilight Masquerade. And then there's that one set with the most uninspiring, boring SIRs of unpopular Pokemon that isn't even worth the breath it takes to talk about, so we won't mention it further. Getting started though, we'll go way back to Scarlet and Violet base set, and there isn't really anything too crazy expensive here at all, even though it's the oldest set of the generation. The main legendaries of Gen 9 can be found at $25 and $18 respectively. The artwork's pretty cool, and as a general rule, people tend to remember the Pokemon Gamebox legendaries, so it seems a reasonable price and a reasonable deal. Paldea Evolved is remembered mostly for that special Magikarp IR, which is one of the few spenny cards I actually feel is worth the price tag. But some value can be found in the SIRs too. We've got the Grass and Fire Starter Final Evolutions comfortably under $25, and with some pretty nice artwork that features a story throughout their evolutions. I should probably mention the elephant in the room though, with the Quaquaval, given it is only a $9 card with a pull rate of around 1 in 400 packs, but it has got to be one of the most uninspiring designs of a pompous looking Pokemon that I've ever seen, so I wouldn't waste your time or money on this hoity-toity duck. Obsidian Flames has some real SIR bargains if simplistic designs are appealing to you. IceQ or SQ, however you want to say it, for $6 is a bargain whichever way you look at it. Pidgeot is a classic Gen 1 Pokemon with a very unique comic book look about it, and for only $14 it's very reasonable. Yes, the pull rates are fairly generous in this set, but as a collector, do you really care? When we look at 151, one of the best sets of the entire era, unfortunately a lot of the Pokemon SIRs have become extremely expensive. Probably the only one that is still of some value is the Alakazam, which is fantastic art, but it's not quite the Charizard, is it? But what we can find some good deals is with the SIR trainer cards or supporter cards. We've got Erica's Invitation and Giovanni's Charisma, both iconic characters from the original Kanto region or original games, under $15 each. I think Paradox Rift has some of the best value SIRs of the entire Scarlet and Violet generation. We've got the Iron Valiant EX, which features many of the Paradox future Pokemon. It's only $15 and it's a great artwork. And we've got this fairly unique and colourful Tapu Koko for only $12. And this is just two. There's actually quite a few in this set that are all pretty reasonably priced. Again, in Temporal Forces, some of the Paradox Pokemon are pretty reasonably priced. The Iron Boulder is only $19. I think Iron Leaves is about $25. And then there's also some great supporters that are reasonably valued there too. So Bianca's Devotion, really pretty card. It's going to appeal to a lot of people. It's only $20. So you can't really go wrong with any of these choices. If you look beyond the Squirtle and Bulbasaur IRs from Stellar Crown, the set actually has some really good SIRs that are reasonably priced as well. The Hydrapple, I love a doopy looking Pokemon, and look at this guy. I like the symmetry. The card's really clever, and it does a good job. And we've also got the Galvantula, one of the first of these sort of Terra Pokemon with the rainbow borders to pop up in the TCG. Only $18, pretty fair. Surging Sparks has obviously got some really big hitters at the very top end of the set, but some of the other SIRs are still fantastic. We've got the Supporter Jasmine's Gaze, which is just one of those cute female trainer cards that usually does quite well. And one of my favorites is this Durant EX. If you line them all up next to each other, it makes a chain of matching artwork, and I think it's really clever. Even the newest sets, Black Bolt and White Flare, have a little bit of value to be found. And you'd expect that some of these prices might actually come down a little bit in the near future. Look at the Excadrill from Black Bolt, or the Whimsicott, whatever, from White Flare. Both really nice artworks, okay, reasonably popular Pokemon, and around $25. So that's it. This only scratches the surface of some of the affordable SIRs that you can find in this current generation. But basically the whole point of this video is to say, don't throw out your computer, don't take up bird watching, stick to Pokemon. There are still some hidden gems to be found.